Hello, I'm Reverend Billy Talon, and I've been invited by this fascinating online community to talk today about small businesses. I've been defending small businesses for more than 10 years now with a group of singer activists from around the New York City area, and we go to neighborhoods and communities when they feel threatened by a super mall coming in or by changing laws. We come and lead parades and try to help people defend their small businesses. Amen. People sometimes, they feel as if, oh, you're an activist, you're against things, and they get confused and they think that we are against shopping for anything. No, we really do believe that business on a certain scale, on a human scale, business in a community where people know each other a little bit, where you know that the proprietor who is accepting your money will come around from the back of that counter and spend that money in the community where you live. We believe in that kind of shopping in our church. And by the way, we are a church. We feel that there is a kind of spiritual life in having a transaction with someone who is affording a service or a product or something that they've created, or down at the farmer's market, something that they've grown. There is a way that we connect with one another that is very much like traditional church. And so I'd like to defend that notion, which some of you I think might find a little bit out there. But when you think about it, a big super mall that is run by Wall Street or somebody in a faraway capital somewhere of finance, they don't have a spiritual quality. That is absent. So I think that's the difference. We have right now, in the time since the recession, we have record numbers of startups. A lot of us in the United States and in other nations as well are rolling up their sleeves and they're saying, I'm going to do the business myself. I'm an entrepreneur. Here I go. Scrape together that last bit of money you've been able to save, or go to a relative or a friend and get that personal loan. And we've been converting our hobbies that we've been developing on Craigslist, or things we've been doing in the garage that we didn't consider necessarily a business. We've been meeting our neighbors and sometimes getting into new business associations with people that we didn't think of as business partners before. Lots of invention going on right now in our culture as the corporations retreat, as we have fewer and fewer traditional jobs. We're doing what Americans do, which is you do the practical thing. You do what you have to do for your family, for your future. We are entrepreneurial. We are creative. And some people get gloomy and even panicky about this time in our economic history. And I am quite encouraged by what I see. I get a lot of emails that, Reverend, well, we're living on 1/3 as much as we used to, but we're a lot happier with our family business, with our local business. We're spending a lot more time together with the children. We're in our community in a way that feels much better. So, Localuia, that's what we say in our church. Localuia. We have a prejudice that as small business people we must face. The economy that is in the media, that comes at us from the monitors that hang above, above our heads everywhere we go. The economy is described from the point of view of the major corporations and Wall Street, the Dow Jones average, and so forth and so on. Much of the measuring of the economy that goes on is from the Wall Street perspective. And in fact, a larger and larger percentage of the value that is generated in the United States of America is from small businesses. And that isn't reported very often. We have to find a way to communicate laterally, horizontally, to each other. We're not going to always get coverage if we go to New York and try to sell it through the big networks. We have to find each other, open up new ways of communicating. In other words, we have to be a communications economy the way that a good neighborhood of small businesses, of small shops is. That a successful, healthy community of human scale shops is really the model that we have to follow with our communicating. So let's not lose heart. We're still a great, and not still, there's no still about it. We are a great nation of small businesses. Small businesses have always led the way. Amen? Localuia. This is Reverend Billy saying goodbye.